Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC Mura here, and today we're gonna review a lot of the Street Fighter 6 content and talk about the biggest takeaways from the media events that Capcom have held. It seems like they have invited a lot of creators to their headquarters to check out the game. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of the guys invited, but special thanks to the guys over at Reversal, Tyrant and Damascus, as well as TheoryFighter for allowing me to check out this footage and be able to use it for this video. You will find a link to their channels and their Twitter in the description below. Now the exciting thing about this build is, like I said, it had all the characters, so we have a ton of information to check out. And the biggest takeaway from this build to me is the removal of a lot of the tricky inputs, right? Specifically, I'm talking here about the mash inputs. No more 100 hand slabs with mashing, no more Blanca electricity with mashing, and even moves like DJ's machine gun upper, where it was a charge move but you had to mash to get like more damage. All of that is gone. Unfortunately, with the removal of the mash input, this also led to nerfs to these moves. For example, they are no longer plus on block like Honda's 100 hand slab. It's not plus anymore, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. On the one hand, I get like why they're doing it, they are trying to make the game easier, but at the other hand, this is also a big part of their identity. Like, is Honda really Honda without his obnoxious 100 hand slabs? Especially like in Street Fighter 5 and how that could be used to lockdown. I know that they are annoying inputs at intermediate level, like doing button into mash can be a little bit tricky, but they're kinda easy on the beginner level as well because you just mash button and get special. My biggest issue here is that you're taking away a lot of the uniqueness of the characters, right? These moves have always been unique. For example, in Street Fighter 5, Blanca's electricity is powerful, 1, 2, 3 is really good, 100 hand slab is really good, so I don't know. Let me just say I'm not a fan. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I'm not a fan of the removal of that. We also figured out that Dhalsim's teleport is no longer an ATB motion, he just does forward and 3 punches or forward and 3 kicks. I'm gonna assume this will carry over to Akuma and others as well. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of this, especially on a character like Dhalsim, where the execution and the trickiness to his execution was one of the more fulfilling aspects of Dhalsim as a character, but right now everyone gets to insta-air teleport. Make of that what you want. Another thing that was really surprising to me from this build was JP, because this character turned out to be way sicker than I have initially given him credit for. When I made the Blanca vs JB video, I thought that JB looks broken, right? And his zoning on paper looked very powerful, but I haven't had the full understanding of his moveset. But now that I have seen like his shadow zoning and the fact that he got like a standard one, a fake out, a low, an overhead from the deep, and how fast this can be done, his stairs, and how powerful his teleport game could be, this character is looking ridiculous. And when you combine the fact that his damage output is actually pretty good, he got like a Sub-Zero ice clone reversal thing going on, and his super, his level 3 is like a full screen checkmate scenario, that character is just ridiculous. Like, I can imagine how powerful JB is going to be, and I really wanna play this character now. And speaking of wanting to play a character, well, let's talk about Manon, right? My future waifu. I think it's been well documented at this point how much I am looking forward to playing this character, and after seeing her being played and seeing a lot of other content creators talk about her, I am more excited than ever. Now, my initial thought was that Manon was gonna have like really strong buttons, but what I got from jammers is that it's not really the case, and she have like a very Street Fighter 5-ish design to her with her buttons, normals, and all of that, and to me that is just fine. I mean, I guess they wanna balance her out with not having like the best pokes, because her anti-air game seems very powerful and her command grab damage is just absurd, right? We're talking 39% damage from a command grab once Manon is at level 5. That's unheard of. I've never seen a command grab do that much, like a regular non-metered command grab, right? That is just That's way too cool. That's way too sick to boss out on, but unfortunately this also comes with the fact that the risk reward, especially during the initial phases of the medal system, is not in her favor because the damage on them is a little bit low and you're probably giving up a little bit of damage and Oki just to go for the command grabs early on. So there is a lot of dynamic gameplay design to this character, which makes her interesting. We got to see a bunch of footage on the others as well, Marissa, Lily, and I guess I expected more of Lily, but from what I've seen so far, I'm not totally sold if I'm being completely honest. Now there is also a lot of talk these days about Zangief because a lot of the footage shows Zangief to be very powerful, the command grab range and the command grab damage. And I'm gonna be completely honest, he looks good, he looks very powerful, his animation, design, the way that Zangief have a ton more personality in these games than he had ever had in any Street Fighter games. All of that is amazing, right? But if we're talking about gameplay, I mean, I'm gonna have to wait and see, because Zangief is always ridiculous when he is played by AI. Don't show me CPU level 8 or level 7 Zangief that is anti-airing every time with level 1 super and will react to everything with an SPD and tell me Zangief is ridiculous. Well, I'm gonna have to wait and see it, but he does look promising. From what we saw, Zangief does look promising, and I do think the system mechanics will help him in this game compared to Street Fighter V, where he was pretty much hindered by the mechanics. And that's about it regarding the media blowout events that Capcom have done. I guess I could go like into every small minuscule detail and talk about frame data and how like Manon got like a 10 frame command grab or whatever, but I'm gonna be completely honest, and this is a part of me that is gonna be it's challenging to talk about what I'm gonna talk about right now, because I swear to God, even if I was invited to this event, my stance on this wouldn't have changed. Previously, I've talked about how I want Capcom to do like an open beta, but still have the original 8 character. A part of me wanted the discovery phase, wanted to be able to check out the game for the first time, completely blind, having no idea what DJ does or what Marissa does, Manon, JP, etc., and just going in and finding the fun for myself, right? Unfortunately, this is not gonna happen because of the idea of the media blowout that we had in the previous couple of days. I know it's probably like a smart marketing strategy from Capcom side, but if I'm being honest, like I can't be the only one who feel kinda bummed that I didn't get to explore the characters, firsthand. You know what I mean? I think at this point I am done like watching others play the game, and I want to get my hands on it, and I wanted to go into this completely blind, but I know some will say, oh well, just don't watch it, but unfortunately like you're surrounded by it. Like you can't not watch it. I can't check out my YouTube homepage and not see like 10-15 videos talking about Street Fighter 6 new stuff, and you will be curious. You want to know what's up, but at the same time you want to find it out yourself, and I feel like we got robbed from that. And I know this might sound pity. I know some may say, well, he just wanted the scoop as like a creator, but I swear to God, it's not really about that. It's just about me getting my hands on it and exploring it for myself. I wanted us to like get to the point where we are all playing it at the same time and having the overall experience of Mura found this, but Mr. X also found that, and Y found that, and have a big shared phase of discovery. But we are not gonna get that. Anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the description below, or in the comments I should say. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.